Hi there, and welcome to this episode on my YouTube channel. My name is Miguel Martinez Juarez. I talk about the law of attraction, the law of assumption, and fitness stuff. Okay, a little bit about me. I got into this because I got a coach, Bob Proctor, on how to achieve anything you want, and I realized that we've always known this because you start reflecting on how you've accomplished things and the commonalities that took you to that accomplishment. Now, you don't always need visualization. For example, um, so the video is about beliefs, and I'm gonna go over beliefs, how you change them. But as a kid, I was a good kid, very intelligent, and I wanted to be, a gangster or what was a tag banger because that's what it was that I got into, a tag banging crew, and I started dressing like that. I started acting like that before I was in the crew, and then I got into the crew. And after that, I got out and got into another one, and that shift in my behavior and the way I dressed, the way I acted. Law of assumption. You got to act the way the person acts who has achieved that goal already, and then I became that. For a college student, I started acting. What is this in here? Oh, it's my receipt. Kind of bugging me because it's making a lot of noise every time I touched my leg. It was making noises, and I started acting like a college student. Started acting like a college student while I was incarcerated because I want to do something good. I want to do bad things. I want to get good results in my life. So I'm like, okay, that's a goal that I want, which is go to school. So I started acting like a college student, reading books and things like that, writing essays. But on top of that, I had visions. I had visions of what I would be doing, and I was happy, and it was a beautiful scene because why not? When you're in such a horrible situation, it kind of helps you get into a positive situation because you have nothing else but to focus on the positive. So that's how you do it. You change your beliefs and accomplish your goals through visualization and acting as if it's already done. Act like you're already that person. Now, that's it. Just got act like that person now. Think, feel, and act like that person. Thought, feeling, action. Act, action, act, action, act, action. And your actions come from your thoughts and feelings. So be positive, believe you can do it, have faith that it's gonna manifest, and it will. You're already that person in the mind. Everything you want is already you. Everything you want is already you. Everything you want is already you. You're probably thinking like, what the fuck? How is it to me? Everything is consciousness. We're all one. So whatever you want is already you. It's within you. It's already yours. It can't be separated. Separation means lack. We are all one. Everything is one. Okay. So you already have it. The all is one and the one is all. We got to get into understanding energy, vibration, and frequency to understand that everything is just a big energy field. It's all just spirit condensed into physical matter to a form that's still non-physical. It only becomes physical when when consciousness sees it. Look up the split test. So everything's a wave. When consciousness looks at it, it turns into the atom. But when the consciousness is not staring at it, it is a wave. You know, kind of when you're like playing Pokemon or any video game, the background looks all blurry, and then like it doesn't even exist until when you like uncover new locations or you go back to it, then it collapses. Same thing. It's amazing how that happens. So I think of life kind of like a Sims game now, like a video game. I see a baddie, I'm like, oh, a wild baddie appeared, just like in Pokemon. A wild Eradicate appeared, you know, and then you could do what you please, like, of course, with wisdom, right? And be kind. Think of things of good rapport. Whatever's of good rapport, think on these things. Um, so those are ways you change who you are, you change your beliefs. But here's another way that you can change your belief, and that's through questioning your feelings. When you have a negative feeling, Ask yourself, what do I need to believe in order to feel this? Or what do I need to believe in order to have this feeling? What do I need to believe in order to have this experience? And then a belief is going to pop up. It's going to be absurd. This is the inner work you have to do. It's part of the process. And then sit in that feeling, you'll feel it, and then you'll hear the voice in your mind come and tell you. The unconscious will become conscious, and you'll hear whatever belief it is. For women, that there was a time where I didn't believe I was worthy of a fine woman, and so in my subconscious, my subconscious and my body would react in a negative vibe when I wanted to approach this beautiful, fit, natural baddie, the big booty, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, I wouldn't know. And then so I had to stop and reflect. Why was in my head? Why was I in my head? Why was I feeling that like nervousness or that tension? And it came up, you're not worthy. So like, damn, I'm not worthy of a fit baddie. Bullshit. I choose to be worthy. So you say I choose and enter your goal. I choose to be happy. I choose to be a millionaire. I choose to have this car. I choose to have a beautiful fit baddie. I choose to be with fit, beautiful baddies. Okay. You choose. You choose your life. Remember, it's all within you. It's already you. Everything is energy. Everything is spirit. Whatever you want to use, and energy for those who are more scientifically inclined. Spirit for those who are more spiritually inclined. Okay, it's all energy. It's all quantum physics. It's all spirit. It's all created by Source, by God, and we cannot be separated because then it means that God is divided and we're far from God, or energy and the energy field cannot be separated means that we're in a whole different dimension and we're not with that same energy field. We're all the same energy field. We're all connected. And a good example of this is like I heard some people talking about the fucking one gorilla versus 100 men. Like, what the fuck? Why is everybody talking about that shit? Is stupid as fuck. That's because they're in a fucking reactive thing. Whatever they see, they react. They start talking about it because they're just reacting. There could have been one original person who thought about it, and now they're just reacting. Okay. I just goes to show how the mob mentality works. You could probably say, "Hey, start sucking guys' dick." They're gonna start sucking dicks because their mind is not even hard. It's not fucking they don't have their own beliefs. Okay, I went maybe a little extreme there, but it's trying to make a point. Okay, it's trying to make a point in that how people, some people, have this mob mentality and how we're all connected. Yeah, it could come to our conscious, but doesn't mean we have to act on it. And we have to focus on our goals so that we manifest our goals. We can't be acting upon other people's ideas like the one gorilla versus 100 men. We can't be acting on that, like, because then another idea is going to come up, and we're going to act on that, and we're going to act on that, and we're going to act on that, we're going to act on that, we're going to act on that. You feel me? Always do what you want. Go after what you want. Okay, and choose your beliefs. Dissect your negative ones because they're telling you something of what you don't want to what you do want. I don't want to feel unworthy of fucking baddies. I want to feel worthy of being with baddies. And so I changed that belief and I've overcome that belief. Okay. Same with money. Okay. If there's something wrong with money or something when you grab money or something with money, feel yourself and what do I need to believe in order to have the experience? And change the fucking idea. Change the belief. Man, I wish I had somebody like me when I was growing up. But this stuff you kind of have to like uncover and learn and go after what you want. Okay. Yeah. So I'm here with my dog Marshmallow and Spike. Marshmallow. Spike is over here. Yeah, how handsome he is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you change your beliefs. And then with your vision, and you're acting as if it manifests. You already have it. Everything you desire is already yours. It is your duty to manifest it into the physical sphere, or what seems to be physical, or you could say the hologram. It's your job to make it from put it from thought to the hologram. Kind of like you're downloading a program. So the whole time, every time you visualize it and you say I have it in present tense, I am grateful I have this, or I have this, or I'm rich, or whatever it is. Every time you do that and get into a vibration, every time you listen to your affirmations. Now, how do you recommend affirmations? Um, Rampages. You could just type in my best life affirmations on YouTube. There's different channels that have that, and they just repeat things that are saying in present tense. I am living in my highest timeline. I am living in my best life. Only only the best things that could ever happen to me happen. And just listen to those 3 times a day, and it'll start creating your life. For me, I'm doing a lot of money and a lot of women affirmations. Okay, because for health, I've always been in shape. I've always been healthy. I'm always healthy, and that's because my dad raised me being athletic. He was in the military. He's a military man. He went to the Mexican military, but it's still military discipline, waking up, exercise, getting job done, working hard, and so that was instilled in me from very very young. Okay, very very young. Okay, but there's other things that I need to work on. Just like you, maybe you need to work on being healthy and strong and fit. You were raised with maybe parents who inculcated you how to be very good with women off the bat. So me, off the bat, I'm fucking, healthy and strong and athletic. So that's how you change your beliefs. That's how you manifest. When you visualize, create a scene that implies the end. Like if you want a dog, see yourself petting it while you're right before you're gonna go to sleep, or what have you. But it's already yours. It's not like you're visualizing. You wish you had a dog. You already have it. Same with the car, money, girl. You already have it. You're not wishing. You already have it. You know. You want to manifest sex. Manifest that. What would you be doing after it? Say you had sex. What would you do? What would you be doing right after it? Would you be in the bed, with her hugging or him, hugging each other? Um, would she be cooking for you? Would you guys be showering together because you guys already did it? It's after you accomplish your goal. Okay. See the end. See a moment after the end. It could be a moment after, or a day, a week, month. For a car, for example, you're driving the car, earning a certain amount of money. You bought something that implies you already got that. You're with a girl. I mean, you're doing something that means that you already have a girlfriend. For example, eh, if I were to have a girlfriend already, what would I be seeing? I would see me and her with my family. I would see a vision like that, me and her with my family, because that means it's a serious relationship, and she's my girlfriend. So we're having dinner with my family. Okay. If I just want to have sex, I just visualize myself after. Maybe I'm just talking to her, saying something like a little short phrase, like I don't know, that was amazing. That's it. That's it. Health. I'll be doing something that implies that my body's healthy. For example, if my toes were hurting and I couldn't walk right or what have you, I would imagination see myself running, look down at my feet, and then look up. And I'm running, and I feel amazing. It already healed. I don't know what happened, but it's already done. And then things will start happening to get you to that point. But you always gotta have a positive attitude, be in a positive vibe. You know, be present, be in a positive vibe, and all these things will start happening for you. You know, you'll be impelled to do certain things, or it may just come in through the door. Everything is different. Everything has a little different experience, and it's always fun. It's just a fun process. So it is you. putting an idea, a form, a belief from the physical, from the non-physical, which is consciousness, from consciousness to physical, okay, to the physical. It's all reality. It's all real. The consciousness, the idea is real. Consciousness reality to physical reality. So you're like uploading the program into until it is installed in your physical reality. So the non-physical reality, you are programming with your thoughts and feelings and actions, okay, and actions because you act like it, okay, and when you stay loyal to that, okay, to your thoughts, feelings, and acts, it manifests. And I say act because in the physical, you're acting the part. People will see you, they're like, why is he acting like this? I'm saying that, people might think this, like, he doesn't even have this, that, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you might even think about it too because you may not even have it yet, but you're acting like it. But in your mind, you're saying you have it, you're acting like it, okay? The non-physical is not showing it. You could say like, oh, I have a Black Dog Challenger, but it's not even there yet. But you're saying I have a Black Dog Challenger and you're feeling it. That's how I manifested my Black Dodge Challenger. It wasn't there physically, but I would say, how does it feel now that my Dodge Challenger is right there? It's right there right now. How do I feel now that it's right there? Oh, amazing. Now that it's right there, oh, it's still amazing. Okay. But in the past, it wasn't there physically. It was always there in consciousness. And so I was asking the question, how do I feel now that it's there? That's an idea. And then I would feel it and start feeling, and I'll start acting like that, walking like $1,000,000. Yay, got my Dodge Challenger. Let's go. And then things started happening. And I stayed calm, I stayed grateful, and I knew everything was happening. I was like, of course. Recently, I manifested being the top performer this week at the sales firm that I'm working at. I saw myself with the email saying, "Hey, Miguel won the thing," and then I saw myself having other emails saying, "Yeah, I made a sale." So I won it, made sales, and I got into the feeling. And I said, "Okay," I would be like, "How do I feel now that I won?" Feel relaxed. And then when in the middle of the day, when I saw that people were catching up to me, I said, for a second, I felt a little doubt, and I said, "No, it's already done. It's already done. I already won. I already won. Thank you." And then I went on with the work and I got back in flow. So I'm not just thinking. I'm doing, acting like I already won, but I'm working at the same time. So I'm in flow. So I'm acting as if I already won, which I did in my mind. Okay. Act as if, and it will harden into fact. Okay. Act as if you already won it. Act as if you already have it, whatever it is that you want. Okay. Stay loyal to that assumption because you're assuming you already have it, and it will harden into fact because you have the idea, the belief, non-physical, it will harden into fact. I hope you like this one. If you want to learn how to manifest, how to know about who you really are, click below, buy my book, Self-Confidence. It'll show you more on the law of assumption and who you are. If you don't know what you want to manifest, you don't know what you want, I'm gonna put another link right there for my book, The Four Keys. Buy it and enjoy the read. I love you. Till next time. Peace. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.